let's talk about structure within the practice of witchcraft. So, structuring a daily practice of witchcraft and how it can coexist with the seemingly nebulous nature of this spiritual practice. So recently I've been going through a lot of massive life changes, and it's certainly not as jarring as it could have been, because I did intend to go to a much larger college than I ended up going to, and one that was like much farther away, like 3 hours from my hometown. And I think that would have resulted in a whole lot more problems than this college that I chose, especially because I would have had a lot more stress with money and stuff like that, because it's a much more expensive school, and I would not have gotten all of the scholarships that I have now. And I'm really grateful, I'm really thankful that I made that decision, but still, it's a massive change to go from this place and these things and these people that are so familiar and that you have known and experienced since literally before you can even remember. Like, my earliest memories are of this town and of the people that I know, and of like the school that I've gone to since before I even went to school, because my brother is a couple years older than me and my mom was president of the parent-teacher association. So I was just all over the school all the time, and I've been going to this school since I was probably two years old. And it's so odd to me to just now be going to a place that's not even 20 minutes away from my hometown and my high school. But I say not even 20 minutes away. It is 20 or 30 minutes away. It's so odd, though, to be going from one town to the next and to have to meet all new people, and I have this responsibility to do all these new things and choose things that I will enjoy, and I have no obligations really other than to myself. That's the biggest thing that I'm really like, it's blowing my mind, because I have spent the past probably 9 or 10, honestly closer to 13 years since kindergarten. I've been doing the same things, the same sports, the same like extracurriculars. I've been doing, like, I've been with the same people, and I've just done the same things over and over and over again. And now that I don't have those obligations anymore, I feel simultaneously grateful and lost. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful because I didn't enjoy those things anymore. Those things didn't bring me joy, and they were harmful to my mental health, and they needed to stop. But it's terrifying to go from something so familiar, even if it is harmful and detrimental to your personal happiness, to go from that familiarity to a complete unknown is terrifying. And spiritual practice, and especially witchcraft, has always been used by the disenfranchised, the disempowered, as a method of seizing back control that has been wrought from them, that has been taken from them. I don't think wrought is the correct word. I don't know. My brain's doing a lot of things right now, but it's scary, and there's a lot of possibilities. Sorry, my graveyard dirt has some condensation on the inside, so I'm going to let that air out. That's all that's happening there. What was I saying? Oh, so I'm scared. I'm scared because I don't know what kind of person I want to be as an adult. And I've been trying really hard to kind of get an idea of who I am, who I want to be, and what I want to do, and what my ideal, what my dreams are. And I've been trying to do that, and I am struggling to separate what I've been told to do and what has been ingrained in me and what I would actually be happy doing. And I know that it's still early, but I feel out of control right now. I feel like I don't have anything to hold on to, and that I can't make myself grab anything. Like, every time I try to structure my spiritual practice, I just can't make myself stick to it. And that's frustrating to me, because one of the things that I am certain, absolutely positive, that I want to be in the future is a spiritually mature person. I want to be experienced, and I want to be a well-read, learned person in my personal spirituality. And I kind of feel like I'm being a little harsh on myself, especially like with that, because I am doing better, but it's just so hard feeling like I have no control and not being able to make myself stick to a daily routine when I that's what I want. I want that for myself, because I feel like it would be so powerful for me, and I feel like it would be so impactful for me. And I've been working on that. I've been reading more often, reading things that I want to read, and reading more into the mythology of the gods that I would like to create a relationship with. And I've been working with my ancestors at the ancestor altar, and I set up an altar over there for Lunasa, and because that's coming up, and because Lu is one of the gods within the pantheon of the gods which I would like to create a relationship with, I really want to have a meaningful connection to this celebration. And I have plans that I would really, really like to see come to fruition, but because I am not a free agent, because I am, living in my parents' house, and because I have friends who, live far away and only come in every once in a while, and because at the time that will fall, there are just many different things that will be happening very soon. But I want for myself and for my spiritual practice to have that day set aside. And I think it's really important to set these boundaries. And I think that one of the things that I would really like to put into practice, and one of my main spiritual goals for this for this next period of my life is to start putting myself first. And I know that sounds kind of off. I mean, we're always kind of conditioned to put others first. Don't be selfish. Like, take others into account. And I'm not saying that I'm just going to completely ignore those that I love and those that I like do have obligations to and that I have relationships with, but I need to start taking better spiritual care of myself. I need to start putting my spirituality in the position that I want it to be in. Because if I want to be a well-read and a learned spiritual practitioner, and if I want to really dedicate myself to like becoming a more developed practitioner and to learning more about this pantheon of gods that I feel so deeply and soulfully connected to, I need to make my spiritual practice a priority. And I need to hold myself accountable. And I need to stop expecting others to just allow me to... I need to stop finding it necessary to be allowed. Do you understand? Like, instead of being allowed to practice spiritually, I need to make space. I need to set aside time, and I need to make the space for what I know I need. I need to be selfish, and that's not a bad thing. I need that structure, and it's something that's really important to me, and that's actually one of my life goals. So I really, really want to start putting my spiritual practice and the spiritual things that I do and that I love way higher on my list of priorities, because that's the only way that I'm going to get to be the practitioner that I want to be. And I'm really excited. I'm glad that I have made this decision, and even though it might be hard to maintain and it might be hard to keep up, I think that it will be really healthy for me. So that's my kind of witchy ramble for the day about structure and selfishness and why those two things are not a bad thing. And so you can definitely expect a regular posting schedule from this channel. That's one of my goals for this coming like time. My internet really sucks, so it takes like a day or two to upload videos, especially the longer ones, like the rambly ones, but I'm going to post at least once a week, and I have a couple already like on the back burner just in case I don't have time to video during the week. But that's one of my goals. This is part of my spiritual practice, being part of this community that I really, really want to prioritize. So expect that, and I will be back with you very soon. Goodbye, my lovelies. Have a wonderful week.